Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Celebrity Diary Tarot. Today, we're going to take a look at Mrs. BTS current energy update. I received a lot of requests on this topic, so I felt guided to do this reading today. Thank you so much for all the love, likes, shares, and support. It truly means a lot to me. Also, thank you to everyone who has been booking personal readings with me. If anyone else is interested, you can book your personal reading as well. The link is available in my channel bio. Please remember, all my tarot readings made on channel are for entertainment purposes only. Energy is fluid, nothing is permanent, and timelines can shift based on free will and actions. Also, please support this video by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss any reading when I upload. Thank you so much, and let's get started with today's reading. Let's start with Mrs. Jeong. Cards are Knight of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, Ace of Cups, bottom is Hierophant. For Mrs. Jeong, the energy coming through this week feels intense, emotionally overwhelming, and heavily influenced by mental pressure. The Knight of Swords at the front of the spread immediately shows a restless mind, rapid thoughts moving without pause, like she's constantly thinking, analyzing, replaying situations, and struggling to slow down her mental pace. It feels like urgency, like something inside her is pushing her to act quickly or resolve something that has been bothering her. This is a card of fast movement, determination, and strong communication energy. So she may have recently confronted something directly or exchanged sharp words with someone. There is a strong feeling here of being mentally consumed by worry or stress. Like she wants to control the situation, but the situation is currently controlling her thoughts. The Five of Pentacles reveals a sense of emotional loneliness and isolation. It feels like she is going through something silently, without wanting others to know. This card brings the energy of feeling left out in the cold, unsupported or abandoned. She could be feeling neglected by someone emotionally or facing a temporary setback in her personal life. There is also a clear indication of financial concerns. Managing expenses, struggling to maintain financial stability, or dealing with unexpected monetary pressure. It's like she's trying to stretch resources, trying to handle everything alone, and feeling like she has no one to rely on at the moment. The Emperor shows her strong determination to remain composed and powerful, despite the emotional struggle underneath. On the outside, she appears strong, collected, and in control. Someone who doesn't show weakness easily. She is trying to handle everything with discipline, structure, and strategy. She wants to maintain a stable image and refuses to let anyone see her vulnerability. The Emperor shows she is in a position where she needs to take charge, make important decisions, or demonstrate leadership, even if she is exhausted inside. She wants to maintain control and power over her life, and not let challenges shake her identity. The Four of Pentacles confirms that she is protecting herself, holding back emotionally, keeping everything inside and saving her resources carefully. She is trying to hold on tightly to what she has and not take risks right now. This is a defensive energy, a need to secure her position and avoid losing more. She is not freely expressing her true feelings. Instead, she's choosing silence and control. She might also be very protective of her finances, privacy, and personal boundaries at this time. The Judgment card shows that she is facing a moment of awakening, realization, and inner transformation. It indicates a big shift happening within her, like a wake-up call or a turning point. Something or someone may have said something that triggered deep emotional reflection. She may feel judged or criticized, which has intensified her pain. But judgment also shows divine intervention, something coming into her life to push her toward healing, a new direction, or a major decision. The Ace of Cups is a blessing entering her life, emotional renewal, healing, and new beginnings. After emotional struggle, there is something beautiful coming, something that will fill her heart and bring emotional fulfillment. This could be a new opportunity, a heartfelt message, or a meaningful reunion that brings joy and softness into her life. This is a card of emotional rebirth and love, a pure gift from the universe to help her feel whole again. And finally, the Hierophant at the bottom shows spiritual guidance, higher learning, and deep soul connection. She is sharing wisdom, helping others through guidance or teaching, and aligning with her spiritual purpose. This is also a card of committed relationships, long-term unions, and sacred bonds blessed by the universe. There is a strong connection here involving destiny, alignment, and divine timing. The combination of Emperor, Ace of Cups, and Hierophant strongly indicates a destined meeting or reunion in the future. The Emperor here represents Jungkook's energy, someone powerful, disciplined, and emotionally guarded. And Ace of Cups below shows emotional connection or heartfelt offering. The Hierophant at the base reveals the possibility of something serious and meaningful forming between them when the time is right. Universe is orchestrating their alignment, preparing both emotionally and spiritually until they are ready to step into something divinely guided. There is a deep feeling here of fate working behind the scenes. When both are healed, balanced, and ready, destiny will open the path. For now, she is learning strength, emotional resilience, and spiritual growth through this difficult phase. The transformation she is going through is preparing her for a powerful new beginning that will bring emotional fulfillment and connection, aligned by divine timing. That was about Mrs. John. Now let's see about Mrs. Tay. Cards came are 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, the Fool, the Emperor, 8 of Wands, King of Swords, bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. Let's begin the reading for Mrs. Tay. The first card coming out for her current energy is the 3 of Swords. Right now, she is experiencing deep emotional pain, heartbreak, and sadness. Something has happened recently that has wounded her very strongly on an emotional level. This is not a small disappointment. This is something that truly cut deeply into her heart. She might feel betrayed, misunderstood, or left alone to deal with emotional damage. Her heart feels heavy, and she might be crying silently or keeping her emotions hidden from the world. The pain is real, intense, and raw. She is going through something extremely difficult, and it feels like she hasn't been able to talk about it openly. Next, we have 5 of Swords. This energy shows conflict, arguments, ego battles, and emotional tension. She may feel like she has been fighting alone, defending herself against people who don't understand her perspective. She might feel cornered or pressured, like she has no choice but to protect herself. The 5 of Swords also shows separation energy, distancing herself from people or situations that hurt her. She's building boundaries, trying to step away from emotionally draining conflicts. She could be saying, "I need to protect myself first. I can't keep sacrificing my peace." Right now, she is standing her ground, choosing herself even if others don't understand her decisions. Then we have the Fool. This is powerful because it shows that despite the pain, she is stepping into a new beginning. Her soul is pushing her into a new chapter, something fresh and unknown. She is ready to take a risk, to jump into something different without fear of the outcome. She's saying internally, I don't know how this will turn out, but I'm ready. I'm taking a chance on myself. She wants freedom, freedom from pain, from restrictions, from expectations. She wants to breathe again, to live again, to start something new that is meaningful and exciting. She wants a clean slate. Right below the pain cards comes the Emperor. And this is extremely significant. This card tells us that she is taking control of her life. Whatever broke her is not going to keep her down. She is moving from pain into power. The Emperor is strong, disciplined, structured, determined, wise, and emotionally controlled. This shows she is stepping into a leadership role, taking authority over her situation, refusing to remain in weakness. She is saying, I will not let this pain define me. I will rise. This is strength through hardship. She is becoming stronger than ever before. She is learning to use logic, self-control, and strategy instead of emotions. She is no longer someone who will be pushed or manipulated. She's becoming her own protector. Next, we have 8 of Wands, showing fast movement, communication, and travel energy. There's something unfolding very quickly in her life. She might travel soon, possibly relating to work or something important she's planning to start. This is movement after stagnation. Doors are opening, opportunities are moving toward her, and the pace of her life is speeding up. Communication is coming in strongly. This could be messages, official meetings, interviews, announcements, or something shifting rapidly. Her energy is transforming from emotional pain into momentum and progress. She's moving forward quickly. Then we have King of Swords. This strengthens the theme of logic, clarity, communication, and mental strength. She is entering a phase where she is using her mind more than her emotions. She's becoming strategic, sharp, and confident in her decisions. She may receive support or guidance from a strong male figure, someone wise, intellectual, or influential. This could be a mentor, a guide, a senior figure, or someone helping her professionally. This person supports her in communicating clearly and stepping into authority. Also, the King of Swords with 8 of Wands shows public speaking, interviews, statements, or media communication, something where she uses her voice powerfully. This may be connected to a new project, career direction, or leadership role. And at the bottom, we have 7 of Wands. She is protecting herself fiercely. She is defending her position, holding her ground, and refusing to be pushed down again. She might feel attacked, judged, or misunderstood by some people, but she's standing tall. This card shows resilience. She is fighting for herself and for her future. She is asserting boundaries like never before. She might appear more masculine in energy right now, focused, logical, strong, and determined, not emotional or soft. Okay, to sum it up, she is recovering from deep heartbreak and emotional pain, fighting alone and protecting herself from conflict, starting a brave new chapter and taking risks, taking control of her life with confidence and authority, likely traveling soon or progressing rapidly in a career direction, supported by or working with influential male figures, stepping into strong masculine energy and self-protection. She is no longer the same person she was before the heartbreak. She is rising stronger, wiser, and more powerful. That was about Mrs. Tay. Now let's see about Mrs. Park. Cards pulled are 9 of Wands, Three of Cups, Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Let's begin the reading for Mrs. Park. The first card appearing for her energy is the Nine of Wands, showing that she is in a waiting phase right now. She has been working extremely hard, putting her energy, time, passion, and dedication into something very important to her career. She has given everything she had, and now she's standing in a place of anticipation, waiting for the results to reflect the effort she has invested. She is tired, but strong. She's holding on because she knows she's close. She's not willing to give up, even if the journey has been exhausting. This card shows resilience. She has survived so many struggles, and yet she's still standing. With the Five of Pentacles, we can clearly see she has gone through a very difficult period recently. She may have felt isolated, unsupported, or financially under pressure at some point. There were moments where she felt alone in her work, as if no one understood how hard it was for her to continue pushing. She may have doubted herself, or felt left out or abandoned in some way. But the Nine of Wands right beside it tells us that even when she was emotionally or financially strained, she did not stop. She kept moving through pain and hardship. She has come a long way from where she was a few months ago. She has grown through struggle. And now comes Three of Cups, a beautiful shift in energy. This card shows celebration, reunion, happiness, and emotional connection returning to her life. She is entering a phase where she will reconnect with friends or important people who bring joy back into her world. There is a reunion here, meeting people she hasn't met for a long time, sharing emotions, conversations, and laughter. She could be celebrating something upcoming, maybe success of a project, a reward, or receiving a positive outcome she has been waiting for. Emotionally, she is becoming lighter, brighter, and more social after a heavy period of isolation. Then we have Queen of Wands, which is her energy so powerfully right now. She is stepping into confidence, beauty, creativity, and power. She is glowing, inspiring others, and feeling much stronger within herself. This is a woman who knows her worth and is not afraid anymore. From being tired and wounded, she is now stepping into her fire. Her passion and ambition are rising again. She is bold, magnetic, charming, creative, and self-assured. People are drawn toward her energy. She's shining and regaining control over her life and emotions. Next comes Eight of Wands, showing fast movement, progress, and communication. Things will start moving much faster for her now. Opportunities will come in quickly, news will arrive, and travel is strongly showing here. Something related to work may require her to travel or shift locations soon. She may be handling lots of communication, meetings, plans, and conversations regarding something big that is about to unfold. This is momentum after delay. Life is speeding up. Then we see King of Pentacles. This is her rewards arriving, financial stability, abundance, and recognition for her hard work. She is stepping into success, into a place where she will finally receive the fruits of her dedication. This could be a new project, contract, or financial improvement that makes her feel secure and proud. She is building long-term stability, leadership, and strength. Everything she worked for is starting to take shape in the physical world. And the bottom of the deck is King of Wands, which is very important. The King and Queen of Wands together represent a powerful counterpart energy, a couple. She is waiting for someone who matches her passion, ambition, and energy. This person is strong, bold, confident, and charismatic. This is soulmate or deep partnership energy. And in your interpretation, this is Jimin, because the King and Queen of Wands show a divine pair, two people reflecting each other's fire. She may be waiting for him, or waiting for the right moment between them. There is emotional and spiritual connection. No matter how busy life has been, she still holds space in her heart for him. The King of Wands also mirrors the waiting energy from the Nine of Wands, two people who haven't given up on each other. To sum it up, Mrs. Park is coming out of a tough period filled with struggle and exhaustion, waiting patiently for the success she deserves. Moving into celebration, reunion, and happiness with friends. Becoming confident, bold, and empowered. About to receive financial rewards and career achievements. Traveling for work or opportunity soon. Spiritually or emotionally waiting for her counterpart. King of Wands / Jimin energy. Feeling more happy, confident, and stable than before. She is entering a beautiful and powerful chapter in her life. This was Mrs. Park. Now let's see about Mrs. Namjun. Cards, High Priestess, 7 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Now let's begin with the energy around Mrs. Namjun. The very first card appearing for her is the High Priestess, showing that she is extremely intuitive right now. She is deeply connected to her inner world, listening to her higher self, and trusting divine timing. She may not be sharing much about her feelings or thoughts with anyone at this moment. She's keeping things to herself, maintaining secrecy and silence. She understands something spiritually. Right next to it, we have the 7 of Swords, which shows an energy of escape, avoidance, or trying to run away from something. She is trying to distance herself from a situation that feels heavy or pressuring. There is something she doesn't want to confront directly, so she's looking for a way out quietly. Together with the High Priestess, this shows she is planning something in silence. She doesn't want anyone to know what her next move is. She might be preparing to step away from an environment that is pushing her too hard or expecting something from her. She wants to protect her peace and her heart without confrontation. Then comes the 4 of Wands, which clearly indicates marriage, family expectations, engagement conversations, or celebrations related to commitment. This card is strongly tied to family pressure or people around her encouraging her to settle down. It looks like marriage proposals or family discussions are happening around her right now. People want her to enter a stable, traditional relationship, and she feels the weight of those expectations. But because this card is right next to 7 of Swords, it strongly shows that she is running away from this. She doesn't want marriage at this moment. She is not emotionally ready for that kind of commitment. She feels trapped by these conversations, and she wants space to breathe. The 2 of Cups comes next, which is the reason behind her decision. She's waiting for her soulmate, her true divine partner. She believes love should be real, mutual, and spiritually aligned. She doesn't want to marry just because society expects it, or because time is passing. She knows the person meant for her will come into her life divinely. She trusts that the universe is preparing a union that is connected to the heart and soul, and she energetically knows who this connection belongs to. She knows about him spiritually. She feels him, even if there is no physical communication yet. This is soulmate energy, deep emotional recognition, and divine timing. She is holding on to the connection she believes is meant for her, and she is choosing to wait rather than settle. Below the High Priestess, the 2 of Cups shows she is spiritually aware of Namjoon's energy. She feels him strongly, as if the universe keeps giving her signs. She knows something is destined here, even if she can't physically see it yet. She believes patience will bring clarity. The Nine of Wands shows how difficult this is for her right now. She feels exhausted from fighting this pressure. She is tired mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Every day feels like a battle, not against people, but against expectations placed on her. She may feel cornered or overwhelmed, trying to protect her heart and dreams. She's holding on, refusing to give in, even though it feels draining. She's been defending her choice for a long time, and it's starting to feel like a heavy burden. But she is strong, resilient, and determined to follow her path. And we have Nine of Pentacles, a very empowering card. She wants to focus on her career, independence, goals, and personal growth. She wants to build her success, stand on her own feet, and achieve what she has dreamed of. She wants to enjoy freedom, stability, creativity, and abundance before thinking about commitment. She doesn't want to lose her individual identity just to satisfy tradition. She knows she has potential, she has talent, and she wants to explore everything life has to offer before stepping into marriage. She wants to create a foundation for herself, grow in her work, and experience her own success. Marriage is not aligned with her life purpose right now. She is choosing herself, her peace, her dreams, her timing, and she is proud of that decision, even if others don't understand. The Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck reveals her frustration. People around her are pushing her, asking questions, demanding decisions. She feels mentally drained by constant opinions, pressure, or arguments. She may feel like she has to defend her choices repeatedly. It feels like time is running fast, and everyone wants answers immediately. But she is not ready. The Knight of Swords shows she wants to escape. She wants space. She wants to run toward her own life direction without being forced. Okay, summary of her energy. She is running from marriage proposals and family pressure. She wants to escape quietly and hide her next step. She is waiting for her divine soulmate connection. She believes Namjun is her destined partner spiritually. She is tired and emotionally overwhelmed by pressure. She wants to focus on career, independence, and success. She is avoiding commitment and protecting her peace. She feels frustrated by people pushing her to decide faster. She is ready to choose herself, even if the path is difficult. That was about Mrs. Namjun. Now let's see. Mrs. Hosek. Cards for her. Six of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Fool bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Now let's look into the current energy surrounding Mrs. Hosek. The very first card that came out is the Six of Wands, and this is a powerful sign that she is destined for success and recognition. This card speaks about achievement, applause, and public acknowledgement. She is working towards something right now that has the potential to bring her a major breakthrough, something that will place her in a position where people will appreciate her talent, her hard work, and her courage. She may not be there yet, but the path she has chosen is aligned with victory. Following that, we have the Five of Pentacles, and this shows a deep sense of struggle, loneliness, or fear of failure. She feels like she is standing alone right now, emotionally or financially. She may be feeling unsupported by people around her while she tries to build something new. It feels like a period where she has to fight by herself, without anybody helping her or giving her guidance. The Five of Pentacles energy shows emotional exhaustion, like she is questioning if she will ever reach the success she dreams of. She may be feeling insecure, left out, or disconnected from others. Even though she is heading toward a victorious path, she is surrounded by fear and doubt right now. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the strongest positive card here. It shows a brand new beginning coming into her life. An opportunity that has long-term potential for growth, stability, and financial success. She's planting a seed for her future, something solid and meaningful. This is a foundation-building phase. She has thought a lot about where she wants her life to go. And the Ace of Pentacles reveals that she made a conscious choice to step into something new because she believes it can transform her future. It's not a random decision. She has carefully analyzed its potential, and she sees a long-term investment here that can become something huge. Next is the Page of Pentacles, showing the learning stage she is currently in. She is stepping into a field where she is not fully experienced yet. She may feel like a beginner or like she doesn't know enough. She might be studying, training, researching, or exploring new skills. She is trying to build knowledge from the ground level. The Page of Pentacles also shows experimentation. She is testing different things, practicing, and figuring out what works. She has a lot of curiosity, excitement, and hope, but she knows she has a long way to go. She might be investing time, energy, or even finances into learning something completely new. Then comes the Eight of Swords, which reflects her mental struggle. She is trapped inside her own thoughts, overthinking, self-doubting, and worrying about the future. She feels stuck between fear and desire. She's thinking things like, what if I fail? What if this doesn't work out the way I imagined? What if I regret this decision? Am I capable enough? These fears are blocking her confidence. She feels like she cannot talk to anyone about these emotions because she chose this path herself. She doesn't want people to say, I told you so. She is silently battling her own mind. This is not a real limitation, but a mental one. She is stronger than she believes. Then we see the Fool card, an important and powerful message. This shows a leap of faith, a new journey, a fresh start. She has stepped into something new, something completely different from her past. She doesn't know exactly what the future holds, but she has trusted the universe and jumped with courage. The Fool shows innocence, risk-taking, and the desire to break free from old patterns. She wants to create a new life, a new identity, a new chapter. She wants to explore something outside her comfort zone. She is choosing courage over fear, faith over doubt, even though she knows the path is uncertain. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords, which shows confusion and not knowing what decision to make right now. Her mind is blocked. She feels lost between two choices, between continuing this new journey or stepping back because of fear. She is unable to see the outcome yet, and that uncertainty is creating inner conflict. She feels like she is walking blindfolded and trying to figure out which direction will give her stability. She wants clarity, but right now, the path is covered by clouds. She feels pressure within herself and from her environment. Overall energy. She is starting something brand new that will lead to long-term success. She is currently in a learning or training stage, building knowledge. She's scared because everything is unfamiliar and risky. She feels alone and unsupported, keeping her struggle private. She doubts herself and fears failure, mentally overwhelmed. But the universe is pushing her forward to take a leap of faith. Recognition and victory are in her destiny. She just has to continue. She is in the uncomfortable beginning of a journey that will later become something she is proud of. Right now, she can't see the result, but she has planted a seed that will grow beautifully with time, patience, and perseverance. The message for her is, do not quit before the miracle. The fear is temporary, but the success is permanent. Her breakthrough is coming. That was about Mrs. Hosek. Let's see about Mrs. Jin. Cards are King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Page of Wands, Ace of Swords, the World, Page of Cups, and the bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Cups. When I look at these cards, the very first thing that stands out is the World, sitting right in the center of this reading. This energy is extremely powerful. It symbolizes completion of a major life cycle, closing a chapter that has been emotionally heavy and stepping into a new phase where alignment and fulfillment are taking place. And right beside it, we have the Nine of Swords, which shows that Mrs. Jin has been going through a period of deep overthinking, stress, or sleepless nights. Something was weighing very heavily on her mind, something that she couldn't let go easily. It could be pressure from career, expectations, responsibilities, or emotional fears regarding her life direction. She may have felt stuck at a crossroads, not knowing what to do next or how things would unfold. But now, what I'm clearly seeing is this phase is ending. She is completing a huge karmic cycle that has been draining her for a long time. She is releasing fear, doubt, and emotional burden and stepping into a much more empowered version of herself. The next energy we have is the King of Pentacles paired with the Ace of Swords. This combination is extremely powerful. King of Pentacles is someone who is financially strong, stable, mature, grounded, and highly respected in their field. It represents success that is earned through dedication and hard work. So Mrs. Jin is stepping into a place where she is developing strong authority and control over her finances, career, and long-term plans. And the Ace of Swords right below it indicates a breakthrough moment, a sudden moment of crystal clear clarity, a realization, a new idea, a decision that changes everything. She may have been confused or uncertain about her direction, especially regarding her career, but now she is finally seeing things clearly. A fog is lifting. She is understanding what she wants, where she wants to go, and what she needs to leave behind. For some, this can even be a new opportunity, like signing a contract, starting a new business idea, project, or change of workplace. The energy feels very strong and confident, like she's saying, "This time, I know exactly what I deserve, and I'm going for it." Next, we have the Page of Wands together with the World. This is giving a major travel energy. Page of Wands is youthful, adventurous, spontaneous energy. Someone who is ready to explore, step outside comfort zones, and create new experiences. And the World card is literally the card of global travel, international movement, overseas opportunities, and celebrating achievements. So Mrs. Jin may currently be planning a trip. This could be with friends or close people, or even solo, something refreshing and healing. She needs a break. She needs freedom. She needs inspiration again. I'm seeing a journey that changes her energy completely. New places, new people, new perspectives opening doors for her. She may also receive opportunities connected to travel, like international projects, collaboration, events, or work that reaches the global audience. The Page of Cups tells a beautiful story here. This is the card of emotional news, creative excitement, and positive surprise. Mrs. Jin is receiving offers, especially in her professional life. These could be proposals, invitations, projects, or collaborations that make her feel excited again. But emotionally, this also means someone is expressing feelings. Someone may come forward with admiration, affection, or support. She may receive a message that brings joy, warmth, and emotional comfort. This card also shows creativity awakening, like writing, art, music, acting, fashion, or something spiritually inspired. She may be stepping into a more expressive period. And finally, the bottom of the deck energy, Nine of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment, contentment, emotional satisfaction, and blessings arriving. This tells me that Mrs. Jin is entering the happiest phase of her life. The storm that she was going through is now clearing. The sleepless nights are ending, and the universe is rewarding her for her patience and strength. Her personal and professional life are coming into balance now. She feels proud of herself. She feels fulfilled. She feels like her dreams are finally coming true. She's stepping into a period where she doesn't need to chase anything anymore. Everything is coming to her naturally, beautifully, and divinely timed. So overall, I see completion of a heavy cycle, end of stress and emotional burden, new clarity and breakthrough ideas, major career stability and success, opportunities and offers coming in, adventure, travel, movement, emotional messages or unexpected positive news, deep happiness and wish fulfillment. Mrs. Jin is stepping into a new chapter filled with light, success, joy, and freedom. Her world is expanding in every direction. That was about Mrs. Jin. Now let's see Mrs. Suga. Cards are Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, and the bottom of the deck is Justice. The very first card that stands out is the Three of Cups, and this tells me that Mrs. Suga is currently in a period of celebration. There is something she has recently accomplished, something she has been working towards for a long time, and now the time for happiness, joy, relief, and emotional release has arrived. This celebration could involve her close friends, people who support her, or her community. She might be surrounded right now by positive social energy, encouragement, praise, and appreciation. There is a feeling here of finally being seen and acknowledged for her efforts. The Justice card at the bottom of the deck gives a very strong message. Whatever she is celebrating right now, it is connected to a legal or official matter. This could be signing a contract, winning a legal case or decision, clearing paperwork or documentation, receiving approval for something important, getting formal permission or certification, a settlement or agreement that goes in her favor. Whatever this situation was, it had legal or governmental involvement, and now justice has been served. A fair decision has been made. Something that was stuck or delayed has now been resolved, and it is going in her favor. This is a victory she truly deserved. Now, with this resolution, she is stepping into a fresh new start, represented by the Page of Pentacles. This card shows someone at the beginning of a new journey, learning something new, building something from the ground up, or starting a new career path, project, or investment. Even if she may not have full experience in this area, she has a strong vision and is excited to grow. This is a seed that she has planted, and now she is ready to nurture it. And even though she's in the starting phase with Page of Pentacles, she's showing up as the Queen of Wands, someone powerful, courageous, confident, magnetic, and unstoppable. She is saying, I may be new to this, but I believe in myself, and I know I can do this. The Queen of Wands energy is a woman who takes charge, who stands strong even when people doubt her, and who leads with passion, intuition, and fire. She's stepping into her full power after a long period of inner struggle, fear, and uncertainty. Right above this transformation, we have the Eight of Swords. This card shows that she has been dealing with a period of anxiety, worry, and mental stress. She felt stuck, restricted, unable to move. She may have gone through many sleepless nights, constantly worried about worst-case scenarios. This could have been fear of losing the legal case, not being able to achieve what she wanted, financial or life instability, whether the outcome would break her future plans. She felt trapped, not physically but mentally. Like every time she tried to look forward, fear would pull her back. She might have been surrounded by doubts or pressure, but she did not give up. The Four of Pentacles shows how strongly she held on to her dreams. Even when everything looked uncertain, she kept protecting her goals. She refused to let go, refused to settle, refused to surrender. Even when fear said, "Maybe this won't work," her soul said, "No, I will make this work." She held on to what she believed in because she knew it was meant for her. And the universe is now rewarding that strength. Now we have the Three of Wands, and this is beautiful. This card is about expansion, progress, and forward movement. Something she has been waiting for, something she has been preparing herself for, is now finally ready to manifest. She is standing on the edge of a new path, looking at her future with hope instead of fear. She's no longer stuck. She's no longer waiting helplessly. She is finally stepping into action. The road that was blocked before is now open. She may also be planning travel related to her work, moving to another place, expanding her career in a new direction, entering a new environment or industry. There is momentum here. Things are happening now. So, when we put all these cards together, she has achieved something important and is celebrating now. Three of Cups. A legal issue or official matter has been resolved successfully. Justice. She is stepping into a new beginning, learning and growing confidently. Page of Pentacles. She is powerful, passionate, and self-assured. Queen of Wands. She has gone through anxiety and heavy overthinking. Eight of Swords. She held tightly to her dreams and refused to give up. Four of Pentacles. And now she is finally moving forward, expanding and stepping into progress. Three of Wands. This is a story of strength, patience, inner battle, and finally the victory she deserves. She is entering a period where she feels empowered, proud, and ready to take action. She knows now that whatever comes next, she can handle it beautifully. So this was today's energy check-in for Mrs. BTS. I hope you like this reading. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading your comments. And yes, these all readings are for entertainment purpose only. So take it as like that. Please don't put any hate comments. We also don't know what they are doing. We just check in their energy. Also, thank you so much for your continuous support. It truly helps the channel grow. If you feel guided, you can book a personal reading. The link is in the channel's bio. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss any future updates or readings. Sending you lots of love and positive energy. I'll see you in the next reading. Take care and stay blessed.